Are we live? Well, what a good show. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, let me firstly welcome you warmly to this inaugural awards ceremony this evening. We're here to honour all the nominees, whether they're winners or not this evening. Many of them will have appeared prominently across the pages of the Examiner. The Examiner whose circulation rises weekly, much to the envy of Fleet Street. Whopping. And you may ask, what is the success of the Examiner? I think there's two reasons. One is the freedom I give to the editorial staff to tell the truth, at least the truth as I see it. And the second is that we do not indulge in sensationalism. You may laugh. Only the other day the editor called me on the telephone complaining bitterly that he'd received complaints from two of the royal fillies, complaining that we were not covering their antics as we should have been. Well, one royal filly, the other I'm advised has been disqualified. Scratched, non-runner. And the current one, of course, is subject to an ongoing steward's inquiry at Windsor. Now, just let me say, have a good time this evening. I've got to dash off because I'm off to Ascot. Bit of damn bad planning, I think. I'm joining or rejoining the royal party, and there's life in the old dog, and I think I may get a filly across the line. Do have a good time. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1996 Charing Examiner Awards Night. And will you now please welcome your host for the evening, John Altman. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1996 Charing Examiner Awards Night.
Right, we're all here and sitting comfortably. And a lovely drive here past the bungalows just over there on the right. Lovely scenic view, very nice. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to this, the first ever Charing Examiner Awards night. My name's John Altman, as you probably know, previously known as Nick Cotton. I'm not on drugs tonight, I've had the cure, you'll be glad to know. And the landlord of the local inn that I'm at won't be murdered. And I'll be your host for tonight. Would you also please welcome my charming hostesses for the evening, the Bakerettes, the lovely Donna and Faye. Here they come. Nice to meet you. They're all like you in Charing, are they? Pretty good town to live in, right? Okay. Right. Sorry, most of them, didn't quite hear that. You're welcome to make comments. We've got a lot to get through, and we've got somebody here who's got to do a radio programme tonight, so better crack on. For those of you who live in Charing, the Examiner has over the past year or so become a regular feature of village life, as you know, with its in-depth and fearless reporting style that constantly has those in authority trembling by day and lying awake, sleepless in their beds at night. I haven't seen this paper, but it sounds pretty fearsome, I must say. The Examiner, under the guidance of Sir Arthur Bakerfield, has also made positive contributions to the community itself. The now world-famous Roundabout Rabbits have placed Charing firmly on the map. And the delightful... Yes! Even I've heard about them. Nothing like that on Albert Square, I can tell you. And the delightful Black Bunnies have received extensive press and media coverage throughout Kent. The Examiner was also a key player last year in arranging the twinning of Charing with the beautiful French village of La Pin-sur-Loire in southwest France. I always used to bunk off French at school. But we'll get through it, don't worry. At least it wasn't Belgium, eh? No Belgians here tonight, I hope. I'm delighted to say that the Mari of La Pin, Monsieur Jacques Bunny, is with us tonight, and we'll be meeting him later. Welcome, Jacques. Okay. Oh yes, there's a rather sad note here before I go on. We were going to be beamed by satellite around the world, from Outer Mongolia to Australia. But sadly, Dave Hutton forgot the extension cable. So if you've got any relations in Australia, you have to give them a quick call on your mobile. They won't be seeing you. Anyway, any newspaper like the Examiner will of course always have its critics. But at the end of the day, through your generosity and the donations that you've made for your copies of the Examiner, around £1,000 has been raised for the Fire Service National Benevolent Fund. Very good. The recently published guidebook contributed another £500. I think you can probably give yourselves another well-earned round of applause, please. Yeah. And so tonight, and the first ever Charing Examiner Awards night, a night when you, the people of Charing, honour those in the community that you hold in the highest esteem. The prestige associated with winning one of these awards is indescribable. And I think... I presume it is anyway. And I think we must all prepare ourselves for a very emotional evening. The winners, the losers, the tears, and the laughter. That's all to come. Right, the first group of citations are for the personalities of the village, the people that shape everyday life in Charing. Last December, Radio Pym took to the airwaves and has firmly established itself as the #1 station in the area. Our first award tonight is for the Radio Pym Presenter of the Year. And to present the award, will you please welcome from BBC Radio Kent, none other than Ian McGregor. Please. Hi, Ian. Okay. Well, wherever you like. Yeah, there's the mic there, I think.
I think this one.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Not very good. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I have done some really daft things in my radio career. And this, I have a funny feeling, is going to be one of the daftest ones. I have a list of the nominees here, and the one condition that I carry this out under tonight is that my name isn't on this list. So, the nominations for the Radio Pym Presenter There is only one P in Pym, I take it. The Radio Pym Presenter of the Year are Sam Beanie for Pym Sport on Saturday. Debbie Dawson for I Am the Music Woman. Apparently she sings in the bath and goodness knows what else. Whispering John Ryan for Jonathan's Fine Music. And none other than Chris Cook for Ready, Steady, Cook. Just to prove it's genuine, here we go. Just like the BBC. And I'm delighted to say the winner of the Radio Pym Personality of the Year, Whispering John Ryan.
Thank you. I've been tucked up. I've got a copy of this evening's script, and guess what? That isn't in it. On behalf of the team at Radio Pym, it's for all of us really, thank you very much indeed, the people of Charing. Thank you.
Well done, and thank you very much to Ian McGregor. He's going to dash off soon after a quick drink at the bar. He's going to do his show tonight, so have you gone yet, Ian? Ready, steady, go. 9 o'clock, Chatham. Good luck. Anyway, the village has always maintained an enviable record of enterprising and forward-thinking businessmen from the early days of Septimus Dixon's provision store. Amazed I managed to say that. Erasmus Wadey Brett's Victuals Emporium. Yes. Charing has thrived as a lively business community, and the Barings Bank Award for Charing's top businessman is being presented in recognition of this fact. And so, the nominees for Charing's top businessman are James Jimbo Nichols for services to the insurance, toupee and brewing industries. Martin Harvey. Now Martin Harvey, I used to know Martin Harvey in North Kent. Are you here, Martin? Somewhere, yeah? You weren't a member of the Roy and Ruby dance studio in Westgate, were you? Probably not. If you were, you're probably not going to admit it. Right. Anyway, Martin, for his diligent and continual efforts to import a revolutionary cucumber slicer from the Far East. Sounds painful. Right. Tilden Reed for deciding to actually open his shop last Tuesday afternoon. They say the English are lazy, don't they? Don't believe it. Tilden Reed for deciding to actually open... Oh, I've done that already. So I'm seeing double. I should have got my glasses. And Alan Dixon for his sheer determination and single-mindedness in attempting to stock more products and deliver more things to your door than Mr. Wadey Brett. Without further ado, I'll open this envelope. And the winner is James Jimbo Nichols. Here he comes now. Getting very tense. Would you like to say a few words, James? On behalf of you. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Surrounded, surrounded.
Thank you very much indeed.
You go to the other side. Surrounded by glamorous women. James will now say a few words to you.
I'm sorry I watch Emmerdale. You hold that, please. I'm sorry.
Here's something I prepared earlier.
I do apologise.
You didn't actually know you were getting this award, did you?
No, I didn't. I'd like to thank you all, but especially my first wife, my second wife, my third wife, wherever she may be, my mistress in personal masseuse, Miss Agnes Vaux-Handler, who can't be here tonight, my colon irrigator, Squadron Leader Alistair Bain, rough trouser donkey, Fairfax. And I would like to have thanked Doris Ledbetter, but I'm afraid this is sub judice at the present time. And finally, my dear friend and mentor, the well-known recluse, Brother Hutton, sorry, who has protected me and supported me from the excesses of the gutter press. So much so that, in fact, I've affectionately called him my little jockstrap. Thank you all very much indeed.
Thank you. Well done, James. Carry on. Yes. Well, there you go. There'll be a lot of talk about that over the next few weeks, I'm sure. Okay, well, we'll crack on now, because I'm sure you're all dying to get something to eat and a drink at the bar, etc. Okay, now, it's one thing to be sitting with your feet up on the boardroom table of a successful business, but it's the staff on the front line, dealing with the public, that can make the difference between success and failure. And so, we come to our second award for tonight, the Grace Brothers Award for Shop Assistant of the Year. And here to present this prestigious award is everyone's favourite weatherman from Meridian TV, Mr. Rob Lobeck. And then, Ron Lobeck, yes indeed, it is indeed, Terence. Yeah, carry on. We weren't wrong. What's the weather
He is
tomorrow?
available afterwards for a small fish.
How much daylight will we get tonight, Rob?
It's going to be one of the longest tonight, isn't
I
it?
bet they won't be doing that on the weather, will they?
Yeah.
And here is the daylight tonight. This sort of black piece that we're covering England. Yeah.
But we are getting near the shortest night tonight, so make the most of it behind the bushes, folks. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Ad lib et set. Dave Hutton did suggest that being a weatherman I ought to appear full frontal, but there's been a remarkable drop in temperature and I decided that explains the lumps under the chin, by the way. Anyway, what my pleasure is to present this very prestigious award, a shop assistant, and we have 3 nominations in this category. Margaret Sage. Margaret has been nominated for her sensitive and provocative handling of the cucumbers and bananas in Fish Cook's Fruit and Vegetable Emporium. Margaret has struggled for some time trying to fit the batteries, but someone's going to have to take her to one side and show her what it's all about. Laurie Clark of the Charing Newsagents for unflinchingly selling and providing technical magazines such as Fiesta to a certain village cleric and finally, the third nominee in this category is Rose Allen for her friendly and courteous style in the Wadey Brett Food Boutique. I have in my hand a piece of paper marked San Isle, and the winner is Margaret Sain.
Well, there's only one thing I've got to say. Well, thank you very much, everybody. And Chris, I think this calls for pay
Thank you. Well, thanks a lot, Ron, and have a good holiday, by the way. And well done, Maggie. Be a good sport. And a pay rise for Maggie, please, whoever's paying her. Yeah. Right, each year Charing Place hosts many foreign tourists. And not the Belgians, I hope. And the overall... Sorry about that, I was reading a lot of stuff about the Belgians, and I went there once, you know. Anyway, today in the papers. But anyway, many foreign tourists, and the overall impression that these visitors take away with them will remain with them for many, many years. Unlike when you visit Brussels. But a village is more than just buildings. The appearance of its inhabitants is also of great importance. And our third presentation tonight, the Oxfam Award for the smartest villager of '96, has attracted much interest. The nominees for this prestigious award are Avril Cheeseman for the most imaginative and varied use of ankle socks and rubber bands. Crystal Turner for having the courage to steadfastly wear his chef's outfit, whatever the time of day, the place or the occasion. I think I saw him tonight, actually. He wasn't pleased to see me, he was having his dinner. Martin Harvey for his courage in... You sure he went at the Royal and Ruby dance studio? Remember that nudie dip at Westgate all those years back? Never mind, we'll cover it up now, I won't tell the sun. Martin Harvey for his courage in fearlessly being seen in public with an effeminate, white, fluffy pooch. Which, I don't think it could have been you, Martin. Which he believes to be a fashion statement. Well, there you go. John Kemp for his immaculate whistle and flute. And finally, Alan Dixon for his bold and imaginative interpretation of casual wear. Right, and the winner is... It's Martin Harvey. Yay! ATC, Martin? No, join the ATC?
I'm about to.
Oh, I don't think so, but you're the winner, well done.
I don't have to say anything, do I?
You don't really have to, no.
What?
But, no, okay. Congratulations. A brief one?
Well, I shook hands with Nick Cotton, and that was his us.
There's a mic.
I shook hands with the man. Whoever voted for me, thank you very much indeed. My dog came into this somewhere along the line, I think, and I know he'll be delighted as we walk round the block tonight about 11:30. So I expect autographs to be asked for and a woof woof all round. So thank you very much indeed.
Well done. Obviously one to avoid, that's what it says here anyway. When I came here tonight, I was thinking about this, I never met Dave before and the game down here, and I thought, is this a wind-up? Is Jeremy Beadle hiding in the bushes on the other side of it? Well, if he is, I can take it. But anyway, we'll carry on anyway. But now to more serious matters, and the coveted Bar Mitzvah Training Award for Vicar of the Year, in an effort to avoid intervention from the Monopolies Commission, it was decided to include the parish of Hothfield within this category, and so the nominees are the Reverend Denzel Dweebs of St. Bulimia on the John at Hothfield, and the Reverend Brian Chalmers of Charing. Doesn't seem much contest here. So now I'll let divine providence intervene and declare the winner to be, without further ado, Brian Chalmers! Here he comes. Walking towards the stand. Good evening, Carl. I need all the blessing I can get, I can tell you. Thank you. Well, there's your card, and would you like to say a few words? A couple of words. And the microphone's here.
I did bring one with me, Justin. I'd just like to say thank you very much. I think Denzel Dweebs deserves it more than I do. You'll just have to wait until next year.
Okay.